Liberty University in Lynchburg, Virginia has become home for more than 13,000 students from all over the globe. Liberty boasts of being home to students from all 50 states and 84 countries. For those students who make the long commute to and from school every semester, breaks tend to look very different. I had a chance to catch up with some students who were able to share with me what holidays and short breaks look like for them.
Being from California, I didn't really think about going home for the holidays. It's a little bit far, so it's not really realistic for me to be able to go home every break. But it's been a lot of fun coming here, and I think it's been worth it, even though I don't get to see my family as much going here.
I'm from Grand Rapids, Michigan. It is my first semester here at Liberty, and I love it. I love being far away from my family because I'm very independent and I need to get away from my family. Not in a bad way, I just like the distance. So far, I've only been here for fall break, and during fall break I went to Pittsburgh on a missions trip here through Liberty, the Center for Ministry Training. That was really cool. I'm going to be going back home to Michigan for Thanksgiving, and that's like a 12-hour drive, but thankfully we get to fly, so that's nice.
Well, I actually live in Lynchburg now. My family lives here, but I've lived all around the United States throughout my life. And so for breaks, I usually go and visit family members. I actually was in Florida for Thanksgiving break, and Christmas I'm actually going to Nebraska to visit my mom's side of the family, and then down to Texas to visit my dad's side of the family. So it's actually pretty cool. I love that I've lived all over the place, and I love to travel. So it's nice to have friends and family all over the country. But I do love Lynchburg, but it's nice to get out during my breaks.
So for breaks, I usually go home to North Carolina, and sometimes I take people with me. Usually it's just friends who are like passing through. Like for instance, I had a friend who lived in Georgia, and he would have to go right through the same way. So it's like an 8-hour trip. So I just have him spend the night with me at my house in Charlotte. So it would work out really well for them. And it's nice on breaks too. I get to go home and see my family because I don't really have any around here. So it's nice to get away from everybody during school, but when it's time to go home, it's nice to see everybody and have a good break.
I think choosing to go out of state to college is an awesome thing. Actually, it's fantastic. Because reason I'm saying that is because going to out of state to school, you get a chance or opportunity to meet a lot of different people. And also it helps you to mature too, so because you're not dependent on your parents for everything, and it's not like you could just run home every night and go to mom or dad and, you know, give me gas, can I have gas money, I need this, I need food, would you cook? But you know, it's really an rewarding thing. I find it awesome to be going out of state to school because, you know, it's really not a big difference in taking a job out of state or going to school, because you still meet new people, you get to see different things, you get to experience different types of foods. You get, it's just a lot like an exploration, I would say. My 2 children have grown, and they've been a lot of places. My son has traveled the world, and I'm sure he's just had an awesome time learning on his job. That's going to school. And my daughter, she's out of school, in college and going to school, and she's had friends to come over, like when we're home, and there are other students that are going to school with her. They live across the country.
As a resident assistant, I see a lot of students who aren't able to go home for every break because they live so far away. One of our prayer leaders and one of my closest friends is actually from Canada. So the only break she can really go home for is Christmas and summer. So I've seen that during fall break and Thanksgiving break, other people have extended an invitation to her to come to their house so that she doesn't have to stay in Lynchburg by herself. So I've seen just an outpouring of just kindness on people that live far away.
Right behind me, students from all over the world are settling into life far away from home. Although the holidays and breaks are supposed to be a time where you're wrapped in your family members' arms, for Liberty students, Lynchburg becomes that home away from home. For Journalism 354, I'm Crystal.